Underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
There he goes left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 69 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeat it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Janovich taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick, coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always want spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now it's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down is Goff. That's caught. It's Samuel Porter. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Back to throw. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out now come the Lions. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on third, Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. Don't like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
At the Lions' 40-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Now Goff on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3rd and 2, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. There was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Final play of the half. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown. Touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Goff on 3rd down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Lions first down.
Goff on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On second down, it's Pollard. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys for the championship round next weekend. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Hold on. Check. 17. What?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 1st down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here come the Lions now.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Tiger, Tiger. Hey, lift. 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 We go. 76.
To throw is Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
9-yard gain on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
Throwing again is Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Goff. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what you're playing.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Goff looking to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some space here.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Yeah. Run it back, 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 run it back. Run it back, run it back. Love everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me out there. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, let's go to France. Run it back.